Get ready for beast mode. This that knowledge to feed your mind, body, and soul. Tune in. It's the Snap Judgment Show, where the message is education for positive growth. You can catch them on your radio or even TV. Giving food for thought, just in case you're hungry. Shout out to all my kings and queens. Now give it up to the Snap Judgment team. Who it be? I said, who it be? Snap, 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 snap judge. Who it be? Snap, 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 snap. I said, who it be? Snap, 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 snap judge. Oh, snap.
Oh, yes, yes. Welcome back, baby. Another edition of Applying Pressure. I'm your host, Jay Third Snap.
And I am your guest co-host, Andrea, being beautiful me. Welcome to Applying Pressure, yes.
Man, happy Sun Fun Day.
Yes,
that's what they call it every day?
Sun Fun
Sun
Day?
Fun Day. That's what they call it
should
now.
be Fun Day every day?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, it should be every day.
Yeah.
But you know, Sun Fun, everybody think we're rhyming right now. Man, listen, man. Welcome to another, like I said, another edition of Applying Pressure.
Yes, indeed.
We want to thank, our last week host, Alexis Thurston, for sliding on in.
Oh, that was fun.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
With her step-by-step fitness program.
In North Carolina.
Yes. Anybody in the Durham area, the Chapel Hill area, I know y'all almost in the Final Four because y'all playing right now. Durham area, make sure y'all check into Step by Step Fitness, man, by Alexis Thurston.
Yes, indeed. And of course, this is sponsored also by, of course, you got Empowered Culture Water.
Yes.
All right. It is alkaline. That is 9.0 of alkaline water. And natural spring, well, it says from natural spring water, but you know what, look.
Alkaline water.
Go ahead and get yourself some alkaline water. That's Empowered. That is Obey the Thirst.
Obey the Thirst, not yours.
THURST, Thirst.
Appreciate that. Appreciate
yes,
that.
black-owned company. Yes, and the water tastes very good. Yes,
Appreciate that.
This is my second bottle already. All right.
Yeah, see, make sure y'all check that. See, you got to give people the product and let them drink it so they can tell you. I can tell you everything you want, but when they drink it, bong. Things coming through. Things coming to existence.
What is with the bong?
I mean, everybody got their own picnic. Bong is like it's correct. Bong is correct. This is what I do. Anybody up north understand that when I say bong, it's for real. You get that? My girl. Hey, next subject. Today's topic: why not me? Why not you?
Yeah, why not you?
Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, man. In 2022, I had to learn myself. Listen, on your worst days, I'm living better than people on their greatest days. So guess what? Learn to eliminate. Stop wasting time and energy on places and people who don't give their time and energy to you.
They're not matching your energy at all.
Facts.
It's exhausting,
Yes.
actually. I find that I have to, live in experiences. We all have to go through it, right?
Yes.
And the thing is that you don't don't look at it as like, oh, woe is me. Look at it, it is a life lesson, and it needs to be, and you should have learned something from that and not repeat that, right? We don't want to go, we know that stove is hot, and when it's hot, you don't go back and touch it again.
Exactly.
You just, you need
learn from it.
You're going to need some medication. But anyway, okay? But anyway, I have some personal, like I just experienced something this past week, long time friend. I'm talking over 40 years knowing this person, and I'm like, I'm being taken advantage of. Well,
Yes.
your actions.
No, you are.
I am.
You be honest.
I'm being taken advantage of.
If you feel it,
I'm giving you. I showed you what I can do for you, and now I'm like, okay, we can't do this. You need to find your own space.
Listen.
Okay. And I was being diplomatic because at the same time, I'm like, I have to be still the nice person on top.
How many times did you allow that person to do it?
Too many, actually.
Bam.
Because I was waiting for, you would think, because the character of the person, I'm surprised. And everyone was surprised. Like, well, what's happening here? So the energy wasn't like, I had to depart. And I had to almost, like, okay, you gotta
Push
go.
away.
You gotta go.
And it's not that you're disrespecting
Nicely.
them.
No.
It's not that you're pushing away. Listen, people, this is the year of energy and
Yes.
vibes. This is real talk.
Yes.
First time, you give them a chance. Second time, no. There should not be no third time. So stop wasting your energy on time. If you call that person twice, trust me, cell phones nowadays got call ID.
Oh, yeah, not
Got
only
message.
that.
They see you
And
call.
now-
They see you that. So if they're not matching your energy, push them away. You ain't got disrespected. Guess what? They will know that. And guess what? In times, they're going to come back and say, what happened?
Now, you know, everybody
Man, you know what happened.
Everybody has their doggone cell phone in their hand when they go to the bathroom. When they, I mean, everywhere they go, they got that cell phone. So don't tell me, oh, I didn't see your call. And I know I give it some, because sometimes I pass through the mountains and yeah, a call will drop. And I might not.
But leave a text. Leave something.
Something.
But if you don't call back, leave something to show that I did my part.
Yes.
So stop wasting your energy on time on people who do not give their time and energy to you. That's for people. That's for jobs. That's for anything that's gonna stop you from growing. You have to do this journey by yourself, on yourself.
If you find yourself also where I found myself where I couldn't even like pray.
Yeah.
Like pray meaning that I need that space, but you're in my space. Like, you know, I want to be, oh, hi, I just, you know, all kinds of things, you know. I want to be able to walk around my house naked. And I want, you know,
Whoa, that's a Rick Ross.
You know what I'm saying? It's to say you want to be able to, like, not everything is for someone to be seen.
Or be noticed on.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everybody don't got to know what you're going through.
Yeah.
Realize that your life was brought here for you. You have to find out what you're doing. Nobody's going to give you that. Some people will, but you have to realize the signs. We're in an age right now that we was raised right, but we was taught wrong. So guess what? Your energy has to match my energy. If you're calling that person, you know that person, you give them money and they help you out, but it's time for you to get some stuff, and they see you in trouble, but they do not call. Only time they call is when they want something. Hey, let me tell you the warning. They're going to call you first to see how you're doing, call you next day. Guess what? Hey, I'm doing something. Guess what? No.
You have
tired.
You have to, like, you know, something like that. I heard someone say that give it 2 weeks and don't respond to what they're asking for. They already found something.
Yes.
Okay. And that's how you know also that you leave them alone. And then what you just said, yeah, you might want to leave them alone. You need to acknowledge that they're not there for you. They just want
something from you.
Yeah, they leeches, what we call leeches, sucking the blood out of you.
Exactly.
Okay?
It's because they know that they don't want to put in the work or know how to get to work. They get themselves out of their debt, so they want somebody else to help them out and don't know what you're going through. Man, stop wasting your time and energy. Bye. Peace.
Bye, Felicia. Okay.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, from the words are actually known by NWA.
Hey, listen, you got to keep it 100 out here. I'm telling you one thing. Listen, this is about energy, about yourself. We're in a time of need of growing. The next generation, the reason why this generation is going through what we're going through is because we wasn't in the right situation to put ourselves in a situation to help them. Now we're here.
We're here now. That is spirit.
We're here now.
It carries on to the next generation.
Yes.
Generational curses, yes, indeed. So we need to break those.
So instead of saying what happened, look into the mirror in the morning and say, why not me? Whether you went to prison.
Not why me.
Not why me. Why not me? While you following these people on Instagram, Facebook, or all this stuff to try to, you got the same opportunity that they have. So why not you?
And a lot of it's fake anyway.
Fake, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, this is what applying pressure. You're putting applying pressure to yourself. Not anybody out there. Put it to yourself. Get up out of that chair. Get up out of that moment that you got, and get up and stand for yourself. Trust me.
Yes, if you don't stand for you and you don't stand for God, you will fall for anything, honey.
And how am I supposed to believe if you don't believe in yourself?
Thank you.
Hey, we're applying that pressure.
Yes.
Listen, our special guest we have has been to that situation. So
Yes.
this is why we say, why not me?
Yeah.
Been to situations where he's been to prison. He been labeled and titled, but still came out to be a doctor. Doctor. Not a pharmacist in the streets.
My bad. I didn't mean to do the quote like that's not real. No, doctor.
Okay. Doctor. You know what I mean? He ain't do no petty larceny. He ain't he ain't drive licenses suspended type of.
He will be here to explain all of that. Yes, he will. After this commercial break. Yes, this is Applying Pressure. And I'm your guest host, Andrea B, and beautiful me.
And you already know it's Snap. We're going to my man Tito Montana. But today's host, why not me?
Yes.
Be right back in a few minutes.
Smoke done cleared and I'm still here, I'm standing.
call for it. I send it over to your line like call for it. Watch me grind like a slave and stunt like a king. Tilt your hat, man, I'm doing my thing. These niggas natural born haters. Grandmama mama was a backbiter, a rumor spreader, and this lame just like her. Niggas got chick ways, that's right, they ish bay. I talk a walker, they live it, so don't compare them to me. Niggas hating, but they silent. Question is who running this shit. Y'all keep naming these niggas, but less talent. Like final score ain't popping, don't overlook us or underbook us. You see us, you see hard work and where it took us. Lanes with they rap dreams, swear we on the same page. I'm only rapping cause I won't work for minimum wage. Boss since a young boy, niggas forgot I reckon so. If I don't deserve it, who do? Let me know. Let's go, niggas.
The smoke done cleared and I'm still here, I'm standing. Why not me? I played the game and paid the price for fame, so why not me? Court cases and copped out, but never went the cop route, so wanna know why not me? Her so done made it, but so be faking, y'all let her blow, why not me?
I'm about bass, no stereo. Young nigga move weight, no terrio. I learned the thing until I was eating cereal. Learned you gotta keep a small circle like Cheerios. Be on the block dead, drinking Patron. Niggas smelling like money, bitches think it's cologne. I was a young bad nigga, always thinking he grown. Every other night a bad bitch taking me home. Dropping fast in the coupe, stash in the boot. Yeah, I'm in the building, but my swag through the roof. That's why all these daddies wanna pass me they cooch. I just spit a little game, they be gas like they cute. I just copped this new foreign and I'm flooring it. Screening calls like who this, then ignoring it. Fuck a little bit, man, I'm coming for all of it. Put me anywhere near a booth and I'ma slaughter it. Why not me?
The smoke done cleared and I'm still here, I'm standing. Why not me? I played the game and paid the price for fame, so why not me? Court cases and copped out, but never went the cop route, so wanna know why not me? Her so done made it, but so be faking, y'all let her
I hear him saying, see, don't think he all that, how come? Cause I go hard by any means like Malcolm. Or if you violate, you know what the outcome. Gon' be T-shirts, candles bumping, this is for my homie. It's lonely at the top, so you try to bring your niggas up. The same niggas start complaining you ain't did enough. The same niggas that say they love you or slug you or leave you leaking and stinking and think nothing of you. I'm just trying to write a list of who I owe so I can pay them off. The only problem is that list keep coming up shit. I don't owe you and I don't owe him. I don't owe her, so motherfuck all them. I know y'all throwing shade, my intuition ain't tripping. But where were you when I was in that prison? Before I had this vision to touch me a meal cash real fast and start my own clothing line like Bill Blast. Tito,
The smoke done cleared and I'm still here, I'm standing. Why not me? I played the game and paid the price for fame, so why not me? Court cases and copped out, but never went the cop route, so wanna know why not me? Her so done made it, but so be faking, y'all let her blow, why not me? Why not me?
Yo, I see what it is, man. I see you out there working Final Score Entertainment, Tito Montana, but why not me? I'm here with a special guest who done spent years in prison, murder, a lot of stuff. But guess what? He came back out, became an author of 2 books, and now is a doctor. So why not me? Why not him? You know what I mean?
Don't let the gold and the hood gear fool you.
That means we for the hood, we in the hood.
I know you about to hide chains. Are you hiding chains now?
Dr. Omar Howard's in the building, man. Dr. Omar Howard, what's going on, champ?
I will hide it.
Dr.
Hide it.
Omar Howard.
Not Mr., not Coach, Dr. Omar Howard.
So he has his degrees and so on. So tell me about that. Now, see, I'm new to you. All right, and I know you have been, you know, Snap for some time, you know, because he served time with you and everything. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You served time.
You know what?
My uncle said we did together.
Time.
We was in the books.
No, okay, I was kidding because I didn't know that. Now that you say it, I don't know. But anyway, you learned something. But anyway, look, that's not important. The thing is, okay, so you have your doctorate, or you have a PhD, or you.
So the whole doctor thing came with, I got an honorary doctorate in humanitarianism because of the things that I've been doing in the community. So now actually I go to school, but I got honored because of the things I've been doing in the community, which is, I'm still like grasping to it because it's like new to me. Yes. But I'm glad that somebody recognized some of the stuff that I was doing. I've been doing this since I've been out of prison. I've been out of prison almost 15 years now.
Well, very good.
So it's been it's been a good ride, especially the last couple of years, even through the pandemic. I still been working, hitting the concrete, pounding the concrete. Just trying to make a difference. I am a servant, so if anybody want to know anything, it really doesn't have anything to do with a doctorate or all the other awards I've gotten. One of my favorite awards is I got Obama, President Obama, what's it called? Community Service Award.
Okay, who presented that to you?
Another organization I was doing some work for, and they got recognized by President.
Was he there, or he just signed a certificate?
Well, that's what I was asking. Who presented it to you?
Most of the time, a lot of those awards go out like in the community. So you probably you'll never see the president.
Right.
But we will make sure.
But that he does recognize the work you're doing through other communities. Correct.
Well, that's an honor.
It would have been a blessing. I would have. He's one of the few people in my life that I would have loved to have met in person, and I hope still I get to see him.
You still will. You
still got time. You still got time.
Yes, you do.
Other than Martin Luther King and.
We can't meet him.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you can meet him when you go there.
I've been to the King Center.
We go to that gate.
We're gonna meet him.
We're gonna meet him.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's a lot of people that I wish I could have met, because of the impact that they had on our community. So I'm just trying to, and I never see myself in this place. I'm just doing my best to try to do what I can because I believe that if I help be disruptive in our community, I should be the one to help heal it.
Well, exactly. I definitely agree with that. So you have a honorary doctor's why they call you doctor, or
that's why they call me doctor.
Oh, okay, very good. So tell me and tell everyone that, especially my audience as well, and those that have that's new here as well, that you went to prison.
Yes.
Incarcerated. Use that word.
You went to prison. You've been incarcerated. And you was there for how long? I understand 16 years?
I did right at 15 years. I had an 18-year sentence.
Right.
I did right at 15 years. So I got out with 3 years on parole.
Okay.
And how old were you when you went?
I went in when I was 18 years old.
See that?
When I was 33.
See that?
Okay. And why did you go? Can we ask that?
Yeah. Initially, when I first got locked up, I was locked up for murder, felony murder, 3 counts of armed robbery, 3 counts of false imprisonment. 3 counts of
well, you've been defending yourself.
No.
You hear that for all those?
I was like, was you defending? I was trying to give it to him.
You're definitely not defending yourself with that type of charge.
Exactly.
But if you're African American, you black, you might be. But you might get those type of charges defending yourself.
Oh my gosh! Can we be a little bit more personal with you? So why did you? Why did you go? Okay, so why did you go to prison?
So let me just share. Let me share you a brief story of my life real quickly.
You got a brief story.
I make it
Can
brief.
you just answer my question right there?
Yeah, I'm about
just
to
tell me why you went.
I'm gonna roll it down to you.
Oh Lord have mercy. We're gonna go through a whole story, guys. He can give me the story. I just want him to answer that part.
Well, I mean, this is how we get to the point.
Okay, get it. Go ahead.
I gotta get it.
That's the doctor for you.
Yeah, this is how I get it. I gotta give you the whole.
Give you the work.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the work. But no, really, I was a young man, just disrupted in life, just lost. Got involved in street life, selling drugs, robbing, breaking in cars, doing other things.
You was one of those that I was afraid of. Go ahead.
Yeah, probably so. But you probably been off limits if you didn't sell dope in there.
No, I was off limits.
Facts.
Yeah, I was off limits. I was.
When I was coming through, we really wasn't, well, for me and people that I hung with, we really wasn't trying to rob nobody if they didn't have no money. We had a little bit more sense than I think some of my young folks got now.
Today,
they can see you.
Today,
exactly.
it's a little. It doesn't
different.
even matter because before it was women and children were off limits, right?
That's
now it's like,
yeah.
What? They don't care anymore. But go on.
Well, just made a lot of bad choices. Dropped out of school when I was 9th grade and started selling dope. First charge I ever caught was a robbery charge in juvenile, 15 years old.
Okay.
Wasn't a hard kid. Wasn't trying to be this type of person. But the more you start absorbing that type of energy, the more you start getting around those type of individuals.
Product of your environment.
Correct.
Well, you definitely become a product. So you start picking up these lifestyles, and you know, of course, I dropped out of school. I lost, just lost focus of me wanting to go to college, me want to be productive, because I made a promise to my grandmother that I was going to take care of the family. I was going to do right. Because I didn't want to be like my uncle and aunt. And aunts. They was on drugs and drinking
Thank
and
God
fighting.
for that part that you thought of that. Yes.
I did at a very young age. And when I caught those charges and went to prison, it hit me real hard that I wasn't able to fulfill that promise. But
did you feel at that point? Did you feel it was a letdown?
oh, of course, yeah, without a doubt. My mother was, I love my mom, but my grandmother she is the matriarch. She was. What I'm doing now is probably what my grandmother would be doing if she was living in this.
Living.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think we share the same story, so it was more.
She absorbed all that. Like I watched, like take care of all the grandkids and underprivileged kids, mentally challenged kids. Like my grandmother, she did, and she loved, and she believed in love. I remember growing up in Auburn, Alabama, and you grow up in a majority white community. Because racism is very
It's real. It's real.
Very relevant over there.
What I love about my grandmother.
In the country, it's just hard in the country. Different between country and southern. Difference.
I was in the South, dirt roads.
That's country.
That type of stuff.
That's country.
But what I love about my grandmother was she didn't allow us to say the N-word.
Okay.
She didn't play that. Like, you're not going to do that here. You know what I'm saying? So she still had morals and values and integrity, regardless of what the world looked at, how the world looked at us, and how we portrayed ourselves. My grandmother believed in morals and values, believed in respecting yourself as a human being.
Okay.
She was a Christian. She was a Southern Christian. You know what I'm saying? But she had values, and I appreciate that. So I feel like I'm fulfilling a lot of who she was. Even when I didn't see her planting the seeds in my life at the time, she was planting a lot of the seeds in my life.
No, they've been planted for you.
She was planted. And so I'm grateful for that because it gives you a passion to serve people.
Yes, indeed.
She served her family and other people outside of the family. So I feel like that I'm actually doing the exact same thing now. And so I'm very emotional when it comes about my grandma. Like I get real. I really don't even like talking about it.
Well.
Because of the failure part. Like I still to this day, even though I'm doing a lot.
Well, that should remind you.
That
should remind you
more passionate.
That should remind you to do more, then, if anything, and push you to do more.
Yeah.
It does. But some people, not everyone thinks like that. Like they like what you said. Oh, I don't feel like talking because it makes me emotional. And then you just stop, and then you get mad, and what may happen. No, it should give
push
you a drive.
You know what? I don't get mad. I'm more disappointed sometimes because,
shouldn't be, bro.
Reason why I'm gonna show you the reason why. The reason why I do that because I work with a lot of youth. I work with a lot of youth. And the respect level when it comes to their parents and grandparents, it bothers me a lot. Because even when we wilding and doing stuff, I still like I had respect for my mom. Like I got into some disagreements and maybe sometimes I got a little out of control. I was talking to a kid the other day who was in my group and his grandmother brings him up there. And I'm like, man, you don't even understand how valuable that is, young man. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate it because when they're gone, they're gone.
But the value now of grandparents, our grandparents, or the older of our parents. Nowadays, grandmothers are still going out doing their thing. They're still going out partying. They're still.
We don't
they're
look
young.
the same.
They're younger.
They don't
look
look
the same. They're like younger.
Yeah, they
so
are.
they're still
They are.
out there trying to find.
Yeah,
really trying to find them.
Yeah, my
our
grandmother was
grandparents
old,
probably
was
at our
not
day,
married.
they knew who they were, knew their value, and they stuck
Well, they
to it.
did what they did, and I think the grandparents today, they weren't able to do. I don't know how to put it, but it's a little different.
Times are totally different.
There was
Well,
consistent.
they are different.
They are.
They
Times
are
are different, and we live in a society now where you do whatever the hell you want to do.
Okay.
Well,
I think so, but
our grandparents had boundaries.
So I think when did you realize? Because me being the same thing, did you realize that you was going to make a change? Was it in prison or when you got out?
Yes.
Oh, it was definitely when I was in prison.
Why is it like that all the time?
And
Well,
I would speak a little.
Okay.
First of all, is because you find out who your real people when you're isolated.
Yeah.
So when you by yourself, you're in there with murderers. You're in there with drug dealers. You're in there with a lot of people who really don't know you.
Right.
So when you're in prison, you're really by yourself.
Yeah.
And you really have to think who's for you and who's not for you.
Yeah.
Who's going to come see you, who's going to write for you.
Exactly.
Who's going to hustle for you, who's not.
But in
There's more to that, I'm sure.
It's definitely more
There's
when
more
you
to it.
start to find purpose in your life. It has nothing to do with friends.
No.
Right, and I'm gonna say this because No different than when you be in a relationship, a bad relationship, and you go through it for a period of time, and then one day you wake up like, man, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell am I doing?
You see what I'm saying? Like, it may tell you get beat up or talked or screamed at or cussed at or, downplayed. And then, one day somebody like, sister, you don't have to take that.
No.
Then it wakes up like you just thought like, yo.
Wakes up.
But you're like, why did I have to go through this to find a good man? Like, I dated good dudes or vice versa. I've dated good girls. But why did I have to go through this process?
To find out, yeah.
So, for whatever reason, we always seem to find light in the midst of darkness.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So,
Correct.
It's good that people are sat down in prison.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
do.
Some come out good, some don't.
Somehow, the thing is, you find and it's always on the individual.
Facts.
I hate that I went to prison. Let me say this with all that I love. I hate prison. Mm-hmm. I hate everything about
I know you're
prison.
not going
So
to go back.
you think it didn't make
I
you
hate
a better
prison.
person going through that?
Well, I'm always,
And making who you are now?
What I'm saying is I'm grateful for the relationship that God allowed to build in my relationship with God because it opened my eyes to life. How things can easily be snatched away. That's one type of death that you don't. That's a different type. That's a death of an old person and a birth of a new person. Right?
Okay.
Yes.
So I'd rather been in prison than been dead
Yes.
because you don't get a second chance, right?
What?
Okay.
Or you get shot up, right? Some people are paralyzed today, right?
Yeah.
Because of bad decisions. Some people on drugs today because of bad decisions.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm grateful that, and when you read throughout the Bible, not trying to preach a sermon here, but when you read out the Bible, people always went through hardship to seem to find their place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
When
Paul had to go blind, God
Paul's
made him go
a killer.
blind, and he killed millions upon
Killed people,
millions of
blamed
people, and God made him go blind, sent him to jail, and blah blah
And
blah, and he was in a
throughout
place,
history.
and okay,
Malcolm X
changed his name to Saul.
Everybody.
found himself.
I mean, it was Saul to Paul. Excuse me. Go ahead, more. Go
But
ahead.
Malcolm X found himself.
Yes,
in
indeed.
prison, right?
Yes,
became a leader. It's just fortunate, unfortunate. You find yourself when you go through hardship.
Yeah, y'all about to make me preach a sermon because I already know that yes, God will have to sit you down,
Well,
and
he
it
had to
has
sit
to
me
be
down.
a moment. It has to be that moment. It can be such a tragedy to others, but for you, it's like, oh my gosh, y'all
Well,
been.
think about when you're at home, and your mama spank you.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, that was
Spanking
last
to me-
time.
Some kids wake up.
Ain't no spanking
I
for me.
don't want them to
What else, like?
or put you in a room for 24 hours.
If I gotta keep beating
I don't
you
wanna
and
be
doing
there.
that, you're that child that's gonna be rebellion.
Yeah. It
And
was
sometimes
one
you're not gonna
last
force me
time
to
for
be
me,
something that
okay?
I'm not.
But even now, the point I'm just saying is why did it take a whooping for you to realize that?
Yes.
But that's a bad thing.
Why does it take for you to put your finger in the plug to realize I don't need to put my finger in the plug no more, right?
exactly.
So
Because
we have to go through things.
Some of us have to realize that you have to go through bad things in essence and actions for you to go through. We can sit here and preach, but until that person understands it and go through it, then this is why they say it.
Well, let me say this point. God found me because I sure didn't find God.
Same thing here.
Because actually, I'm telling you, like, honestly, I think I tried to play God when I first got locked up, right? Because I was reading the stories and like,
I know.
We were delivering.
we the
folks.
same.
And I'm like, yo,
The only time we called them was when we in trouble. God,
Yeah.
help me through this.
But now-
I will not go through this again if you help me out of this.
throughout juvenile, I got all those warning signs. And I think I was getting all the warning signs, but
You just wasn't paying attention.
yeah, but I was trying to play God.
But, okay, you weren't paying attention.
Deliver me, God, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna get
yeah.
out. I ain't gonna rob them, but I'm gonna sell some.
But you're gonna do something else. Exactly. That's what we did.
Okay,
God
okay.
said, no, you gonna
but-
do 15 years, brother.
But okay. Again, I asked, what brought you to being incarcerated? Just give me
Well,
one.
Robin.
Okay.
That
You
was
mentioned
amazing.
murder.
Murder was a situation, or was a robbery that went wrong.
Gotcha.
So the whole concept of my story is I was involved in a robbery that went wrong and somebody got killed. And here's the big concept now. I wasn't even one to kill the person.
Right.
But I was the only one that did time for it.
Okay.
So
Found out who your friends were, but okay,
well,
moving on.
But let me say this, and with all sincerity, if y'all don't listen to nothing else, I have no hard feelings toward nobody. And the reason why I say that because I had all the warning signs
Yes.
to get out of it.
Yes.
Right? Nobody put a gun in my head, right? And when you're a young adult, when you're kids, right? You make bad decisions,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's the difference than me and Thirst go do something now. I wouldn't expect for him to tell, and he shouldn't expect for me to tell because we should know better now. But kids, they don't know better.
No.
And then you get these police officers, they take psychology.
And
Well, they
it's
trick
psychology
you into
kids.
telling. And so that's the reason why a lot of our kids are disrupted and they get this label as a snitch or anything like that. But our kids are misled.
Yes.
Yes.
And who at 15, 16, 17 want a life sentence?
Yes. You talk about
Life
it.
sentence in Georgia is a mandatory
It's
30
mandatory.
years.
It's a mandatory.
And then now they even treat the kids that drop the life sentence, give you 20 on an armed robbery. 20 on a manslaughter charge and 10 on a robbery. They run it consecutive, so you still got a 30-year sentence. So our kids are misled, and so when they get in there, I like Charles White said when he said he didn't tell on one of his friends because he was trying to help his friend because his friend was going to school, and he said his mother said, "You got a mom too. You're trying to protect him." And save his mom, but you got a mom too.
Exactly.
So you get these kids, their mom in their ears like, come on, baby. But see, here's the dilemma. Because the streets have gotten so wicked to the point that, like I tell people, like I don't look at kids when they tell or something like that. I don't look at them like that.
No, I don't
they
look at
make
them
bad
snitching.
decisions.
They make bad
Right?
decisions.
They scared. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how hard they play out there, how many times people they done shot. They 14, 15, they minds are not even developed. You see what I'm saying? So we deal with that. So I'm not mad, and I'm saying this, God gave me grace, and I'm graceful. And I love the people, man, that I grew up with. You know, not all of them, but for some of them, I love them. You know what I'm saying? We made bad decisions as young adults. I have no hard feelings or ill will toward them.
They were
at
just
all.
they were just in your life for a season
So
that
what-
made you develop.
So anyway, I did time, and I did the time. I was mad when I first initially went in, but when I tell you, God developed me as an individual and started giving me the purpose.
And
When you said not me, I wrote a poem about that.
Why not
Why
me?
not me?
Why not
I was
me?
asking God, like, why me?
not
He said,
me?
why not you?
Exactly, because that's exactly what Jesus
Yeah.
had also
Why
asked.
not you?
Yeah, why not you? Because
Yeah.
there's a purpose for you, and we forget. Okay, let me ask this question: You believe what you're doing is service, and do you
Yes.
believe also that we're put here to do a service?
Everybody has a purpose here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, where you choose to gravitate to that.
Well,
purpose.
yes, because I know even with Martin Luther King, he says that we are here for a service.
Yes.
But
We
how many people go to prison, get out for rape? How many people made bad decisions and bad choices but never came up off of that? Just because they made that decision, they feel like they failed. They feel like they lost.
Well, here's the thing. You know, when,
You still have to believe that just because you made a mistake, it's a learning mistake. You still have time
Everyone
and issues
has-
to make yourself right.
that's the reason that we're all here.
Correct.
To empower. So me. So
Go ahead.
my purpose of life. I learned this years ago while I was in prison. God gave me a gift of exaltation, right? So I exalt people. My goal is to encourage and uplift. Right? I know what my gift is. God spoke to me
Years ago.
directly.
Good, years
When I was
ago.
in Durham, I can remember Durham 18 in Alto, Georgia, one of the toughest prisons you can be in. God gave me told me you have a gift of exalt because people always knew me. My partner used to call me. He said, "You a voice of reason." Oh, when we was always trying to be in something, you always trying to pull us out of it. Yeah, man, because I'm tired of us being in prison. I'm ready for us to go home. I want to go home, Doc. I don't want to be here. I want to be on my mom.
Right.
I want to be with my brothers. I want to be with my partners. I want to go Six Flags. I want to go get a hamburger at Burger King. You know,
I want to be with the people who neglected
Yes.
me
And the most
because
important
my
thing-
selfishness.
And the most important thing, I want to embrace my sons, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Daughters
I
too.
love- What really made me change my life is I love my sons. And then when I started, this is the reason why I met where I met. They changed the laws, and so they started giving young adults adult
Time
time.
like adult time.
And then they put them down in a prison, one of the worst prisons you can go to, which to me today was the worst thing they could ever did. They put these young people down in one of the worst prisons you can go to, right? And so when I seen some of these young adults, I seen my son.
Yeah.
I seen your son. I seen yours. Your nieces and nephew. I seen that when I'm walking. And these kids come across when they turn 18, come across, and these guys will turn these guys out.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
and the first thing I want to say is, it hurts me to see, because you're about to make me tear up,
Yeah.
when I see people who are in prison and their sons and daughters in prison with them. When I grew up, it was never that.
Listen.
But now you got people out there with their
Yeah.
sons and daughters doing time with
It's
them.
that we didn't see it. It was there.
It was
We didn't
there.
see
You
it.
mean-
But let me tell you one of the hardest things I
Yeah.
said, because I actually go down to a prison where every other Thursday I speak with the juveniles. I teach a class, and I'm collaborated with, and I work for a ministry called Heartbound Ministry. We do a art class. But I was down there doing something one day, and they asked me to come inside this room one day, and there's a couple of older guys in there, and one of the guys said, "Wait, I want you to watch it." So they brought one of the juveniles in, so they brought him, sat down. The older guy sitting down like this, so he's just looking at the kid. So he said, "You know what this is, young man?" I'm like, "No, who that?" He said, "Man, it's your granddaddy." His granddad knew who he was. He didn't know that. He knew his granddad was locked up.
But he knew who he
never
was.
seen
Seen
his
the
granddad
picture.
in person.
Exactly.
He didn't know who he was. So he looked. All he could do was he was just zoned out, and my heart just fell to the ground, man. Because that's not the first time I heard it. When I seen it though,
Right.
and he didn't even know his grandfather. I was just like, golly, man. So, but backtrack to me being in prison and me seeing this. It gave me. This is where when you talk about why not me. Mm-hmm. Everything that I'm doing now, God started developing me while I was in prison. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. God was developing me.
He was preparing you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. As far as mentoring young adults.
Yep.
Then they started bringing schools down there. They wanted me to start speaking in school to the schools that was coming down there. So, what I do now, I go inside the schools, churches. I didn't even want to be a speaker.
Well, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
So right now you are taking all of your experiences, and you have learned for them. You have paid your debt to society, and so now you're here. You are Dr. Omar Howard, and you are now going out to schools. You're motivating youngsters. From what age group and what schools are you going to? Now, I mean, like elementary school to junior high and high school.
I've spoken to elementary schools.
Okay. Because they start that young.
Yeah, they start that young, but I think what's going on is that they kids are still so young. Their minds are so tender. Mm-hmm.
They sponges.
But as far as like when it comes to middle school now, because of this modern technology,
yes.
You know, the modern technology is reshaping the way our kids think. You know, movies, all this other stuff, video games. Mm-hmm. So we definitely started in middle school.
They start actually in elementary school.
They do start in elementary, but
they do.
You know,
they start as early as when they come out the womb. But you know, I mean, because I see the child pick up a phone. This child is not even one. This child opens up the phone, no swiping, and knows how to go to the next story.
But our kids, your mind as a baby can adapt to that. You just got to remember, we didn't grow up with modern technology.
No, we didn't.
We grew up.
We grew up with the things around us. Actions.
We were pushing cars.
Official actions.
Well, you was probably pushing
playing
cars.
Dolls.
But okay, I was lifting.
Playing dolls. No, we was pushing.
You see what I'm saying?
We was pushing. You know what I mean? We was folding. We was actually doing work to make our toys work. We was making our toys work.
We were making.
I was playing my doll
paper airplanes.
I was playing my doll
We made those.
These kids get electric toys now.
Make it lazy.
My grandson.
We had to get up and turn the TV. We had to get up and dial the phone. We had to actually go in the phone book and look up Omar Howard's name, which was 100 of them.
Listen, if you had a phone.
If you had a phone in the crib.
That's right. That's
exactly.
right. You had to go to your neighbor's house.
I grew up on a dirt road, and we stayed 15, literally, maybe 20 feet from a railroad track.
I call it color purple country.
The house next to us had an outhouse. My granddaddy did garden, so I grew up in very roaches and rats, like homeboys hunger. Yeah. But see, that's a reality. So I felt that, like, I didn't even know we was poor. I was
you're here.
Exactly. Until you got older, I understand that. Yeah. See, it comes people like us to where we don't gravitate or we don't care about the material things because we grew up poor. Yeah. So what we have and what we get, we honor that. Yeah. Because we didn't know we was poor until we got older. Now we're looking back and like, whoa.
Well, it took time for you to learn how to value it.
Exactly.
So one thing I always encourage young adults now is learn how to value life, right? Value life. Because it's so important. Mm-hmm. Once you learn how to value yourself, you learn how to value people.
Yes, indeed. Right? Yes.
So I started this
matter of fact, we're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Before we go back, we're going to go to a break. My man DJ Kirk Cousins with a nice little mix, New York stand-up. We're going to come back with my man Omar Howard and talk about, you already know, transforming lives, man. You already know what it is, man. Choice, freedom is a choice. Your boy Snap Judgment.
Keep that to yourself.
you a pro with it. Back it up, don't stop, be a with it. Back it up, don't stop, you a pro with it. Back it up, don't stop, be a with it. Back it up, don't stop, you a pro with it. Back it up, don't stop, be a
Hey.
Yeah, it's a bust.
See you, Kirk Cousins, man. Make sure you look him up, man. DJ Kirk Cousins, my man, upstate New York. Here with my man, Dr. Omar Howard.
Yes, welcome back to Applying Pressure, everyone. I'm your lady being beautiful, me, Andreetta. And yes, as your host says, Snap, Dr.
in the building.
Omar Howard.
So tell us about this change in lives aspect from becoming an author and coming out of prison.
Well, once again, I did 15 years in prison. What I learned was people living there were hopeless. But it, you know, even in my own personal life, I realized I wasn't traumatized when I got to prison. I was already traumatized before I ever got to prison.
Yeah.
Because of what I went through in my life and what I put myself through. Because some things are self-inflicted, right?
Yes.
We have to accept the fact that we stab ourselves a lot.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
I got out, and God really started developing me as a speaker. You know, I eventually wrote a book. He invited me back into the prison system where you know, it's crazy. And that's one of my favorite parts of life is that I got invited back to serve inside the same institute I had just paroled out of, which was unheard of because I was still on parole.
The point is, you're going back, but you're not going back to serve time.
Definitely wasn't serving no time, but I am
Oh
serving.
my God.
Exactly.
But here's the catch. I wasn't ordained. I didn't go to college.
Facts.
God opened up a door, and I never get one of my partners said, "Man, how you treating them folks out of them keys?" I said, "Well, I didn't even ask for it." So I knew it was all God, right? Because that was unheard of for somebody to come back inside the institute and you get an office and keys to the prison.
That's true.
Right?
Okay.
This 2010, I got out 2007. So, fast 4 years later, I'm speaking all over the place. I'm going through all the Clayton County, Fulton, DeKalb, up and down the state of Georgia. I'm speaking. I'm working inside the prison. I'm going back inside the institutions. I'm doing all this. 2018, I got blessed. Well, 2017, I was on the Young Van Zant show. 2018.
Fix My Life?
Yeah.
Who fix your life with who?
Oh, Young Van Zant. 2018.
Who was you fixing your life with?
I wasn't fixing my life with nobody. She was just talking about the life.
Oh, okay. I thought you was on there to fix your
Yeah,
life.
because you know you fix your life with
family.
somebody else. You know that's.
Well, my son. I feel like me
So
and my
you
son.
had your son on the show.
My son was on the show.
So
with
that's you had fixed your life with his kids.
Well, I mean, it's well.
It is what it is.
It's
what
not
it
just
was.
my kid. My son was one part of it.
I see it.
Yeah, it's one part of me because I want me and my sons to have a great relationship.
Right, but that was about.
That was a part of it.
Yeah. So but also for me it was good advertising because my book was coming
You know
out.
what? Oh my gosh.
No, for real.
Never
Message.
Mind the kid. Never mind the kid. He was just
No,
talking
I
about
mean,
Marketing
but
strategy.
here's the thing for me.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Kanye Jr.
I was grateful to be on there. Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Talk
I'm
about,
sure.
I was grateful to be on there because she definitely gave me some great points.
How was your relationship after with your
After the
son?
show.
Well, you know, when your kids start developing
How old
their
was he?
own, at the time he was probably like 26.
Oh, he was already.
okay,
he was already
okay.
stuck in his.
Yeah, our kids, you know, these kids are something different than when I
Yeah,
was
oh,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I understand as young men, you want to figure life out by yourself, and you know, you're trying to let him know. Because I just met my father 4 years ago.
Oh,
Right.
that's the
So
difference.
I'm able to be in my son's life, and so you know, my son's trying to raise himself. You know, and it's understandable. My older son, I understand.
Yeah.
Because I was there. But moving forward with that, 2018, I got a pardon. State of Georgia granted me a pardon, and so that's what I'm telling y'all, young brothers and guys and ladies that have been locked up. I had 13 felons, and I got a pardon.
Woo.
You
That's
can
unheard
get a
of.
pardon, and they just passed a new law.
Why not you?
They passed a new policy last year. They got a new one coming out. If you got a pardon,
What?
so pardon is just they forgive you.
They forgive you.
Yes,
Exactly. The government forgives
This
you.
new
Yes.
law.
They finally listen
What's
to
the new
us.
law?
Yeah, this new law is once you get this, if you got a pardon and you go to the courts, they got to automatically erase your charges.
Yes. So it's like not even been there.
I'm loving it.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, I'm loving
So
it.
if you got a pardon, yes, I would think.
So a pardon just
yes.
forgives you.
Yeah.
Right. But this new law is going to get where it actually. Now, the only person that will ever probably look it up is federal government because they gonna always know
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got a pardon in 2018. All right, 2019, Department of Correction came back around and hired me on full time as a full-time employee,
what's
Go
up.
ahead now.
which was unheard of once again.
Yes.
So God,
Because the last
still
words you hear
allowed me
coming out in prison, especially when you've been in there for a minute, is
You can go
you'll
back.
be back.
Yeah.
I see you back.
They
They always
actually
say
say
that.
that.
Yes, yours. Listen.
I came back.
I'm gonna tell you.
Not
From,
that much time.
I'm gonna tell you from experience. The scariest thing is going to prison is because you watch movies and never think you're gonna come out.
Yeah.
But once you get out, that day you get out, you hear them say, or the officers know that you're getting out, and they'll say, "You'll be back, New York, Red, whatever name they give you." That's what they call you.
Yeah.
We'll see you back. I told them that I never came
Well,
back.
you know what?
Right.
I never heard that personally. I can't say it didn't happen. I mean, but even myself, you look at certain individuals, you be like,
That ain't me. This ain't me.
No, you look at certain individuals, like, that ain't gonna be allowed to read this light. That ain't that crazy. But I met some guys that were buck wild crazy out here doing extraordinarily good. And they are just doing great.
Amen.
And I'm gonna give a shout out to
Always
my
love to
partner
hear
Rodney
that.
Day, my partner Bob Crum, and
Salute.
Willie Harris.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Majority of my partners from the Alto, man, that's out here doing great. Howard Weems, all y'all brothers out doing excellent job, man. I salute y'all, brother. Keep doing a great job, man.
And we need y'all.
Kareem,
Follow them,
my brother
please,
Mustafa, all y'all brothers doing a great job, man.
Yes.
Keep empowering our people, man. Keep empowering the brothers and sisters coming out of prison, man. There's a lot of more people in every state. I got brothers in New York, brothers in Cali, brothers in D.C., man, doing a great job. Now we got a movement called I can't think right now.
That's all right. You
We got a
enjoying
movement-
yourself, man.
I'm excited right now, but
Exactly.
Credible Message. We got a movement called Credible Messages. We got to come back and talk about that. But it's people that's been
Okay.
Come back.
incarcerated.
You're always welcome.
And they're allowing us to come back into institutions doing stuff now because they realize now people that's been incarcerated are able to relate to other people that's been incarcerated.
Exactly.
Great movement,
Exactly.
y'all. We have a whole show about credible messages. But
we coming
moving on
back.
forward, 2021, that's when I received the honorary doctorate. But I had been receiving awards all throughout the years, last several years, man.
Very
and I'm
good.
grateful. I'm grateful, but I tell people it's not about the awards for me. It's about getting out here and helping the young.
Well,
person
you
find their
apparently
place.
are heard and you're seen. So I mean, we do appreciate your service, and the fact is that you must be doing something great, because that's nothing but favor of God. First
It
of
is.
all, for that to even be happening, you don't know where it's coming from. It's just happening to you.
Well, you know, it does feel good to be recognized.
Yes,
right?
it does. It just says that you're on the right track.
Yeah,
Okay.
And it keeps you in line that you believe what you're doing.
Yeah, and I believe what I'm doing. So moving on up to, I started 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago. I started a pro organization called Freedom is a Choice Inc. Which
Right,
Is,
yes.
Which is geared toward encouraging youth to choose freedom over incarceration.
Of choice.
Freedom is a choice.
Freedom is a choice.
It is.
Incorporated.
It is.
Okay.
And so I started Freedom is a Choice moving forward. It's a mentoring program. I did it because I was in the Big Brother Big Sister program, and I realized that it was a great opportunity for me to be in there. But I wanted young brother first. I wanted my young brothers and sisters that look like me to recognize somebody who made bad decisions, that they could do it too. They could turn their life around. They need to see somebody positive.
And so what we're gonna do on that note, we can be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yes,
We're back. We're gonna be on.
Here on Applying Pressure
You know what it is. Your boy Snap Judgment.
and Andreetta.
In that bag in. Got a new floss, ain't with no X-Men. Got a new to sit up like my wagon. All this game, I should start me an OnlyFans. Nasty ass, freaky little. Throw it in a circle on the split. Wanna see me do it on the plus I made 6 figures. I ain't even
Hot girl, what you need? Like they say down south, you ready? What you need, boy? Pound it on. What you got, fresh? What you got, fresh? You need a hot one, I got one, and take it and bend. Break it down, shake it down. With me and a friend. Making it bounce, slide, ride, shake that thing to the right. Push it up, push it down. Boom, you're dynamite. Get up like ice cream. Whoa, do you know? She make me bomb, 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 bomb. Rockin' bell, bowl. See, I'm loving when we thuggin', baby. Just don't stop. You can wobbledy, wobbly.
Drop it like it's hot.
It up, love, that's your stick. And if you ain't from the ghetto, then ride out, chick. Arms, legs, backs, and breasts. You better read the tattoos, won't it, man, impress. Get up, baby, work on it. We got them churning in a circle, holler, every oh. Back that thing up, little one all the way to the zipper. I really like your hot girl, but I got to flip you.
What you need, boy? I need a hot girl. What you want, boy? I want a hot girl. What you need, boy? I need a hot girl. What you want, boy? I want a hot girl.
Okay. Well, welcome back to Applying Pressure. I'm your lady being beautiful, me, Andreetta, here with your host,
Snap.
Yo Snap. And of course, we have here Dr. Omar Howard, and he's going to tell us a little bit
Real
more
quick.
what you left
Real
off.
quickly, I just want to share with y'all. I started my organization almost 10 years ago, and thankful for the community who's been supporting over the years. I've been able to work and gravitate to a lot of young adults. Man, I have young adults from the purpose of they're back in school now. They're back. Some in college. Some starting their own clothing line. and I was able to help be a part of their life. They're not in prison, they're not dead, so I'm grateful that I have lost some kids back into that because of the choices.
Yes.
But I'm still there supporting some of the kids who are incarcerated. Still call them, talk to them. So we can't give up on our kids. Secondly, I started transforming lives, coaching and consulting, because one thing I do believe in is that we have to coach our kids to winning. Right?
Yes.
We have to coach adults. Like I coach adults and kids, right? But I started to become a life coach. As not only a doctor, I'm a life coach. I'm a mentor, and I've been consulting for years. So I just want to monetize it to some degree. But at the end of the day, this is just my passion in my heart. I've learned to just stay in my lane. Because sometimes we want to jump all over the place and wonder why it doesn't work. Well, stay in your lane. Yeah.
Stay in your lane.
But I want to share this. I want to share this. I want to share this last. I want to share this to any young adult that's listening to this, to the sound of my voice right now. I want you to understand something, right? My name is Omar Howard. Right? You can reach me on freedomisachoice.net, www.freedomisachoice.net. You can reach out to me at 404-480-3235. A parent, you need to talk to me. I do consult, I mentor, I coach, but I want to say this to any young adult or anybody that's here. You got some young adults or adults who are making bad decisions, but I want to say this. You deserve to win. All right? Value your life. When you value your life, you learn to value others, all right? And when you begin to do that, all right, the promises that were promised to you, you'll start receiving them, all right? Love yourself, all right? Nobody's going to love you more than you're going to love yourself, all right? All right, prison, jail, that should be something behind you. That shouldn't even be a thought pattern for you, right? Living, enjoying life. When I learned how to live and stop surviving, the world opened up to me, all right? Value your life, young people. You deserve to live. You deserve to be our new leaders. We believe in you. Everybody up here, they believe in you. I got all type of brothers and sisters out who's working in the community. My brother Travis, my brother Hank, Karima, all these brothers and sisters, my brother my sister TK, OAA, Logie Ruffin, Art Powell, all these Angela, all these folks is incredible message. Freedom is a choice. Listen, we love you. We believe in you. God bless you.
Bless you.
All right. You can go on my Instagram, Life Coach Omar. I'm on TikTok, Life Coach Omar. You can go to www.
Life Coach
Omar.
Okay, like something saying live.
Life
So
Coach.
Life Coach Omar.
From the South.
Life Coach Omar. Where?
You can go to. I'm on IG, Life Coach Omar, or you can go to TikTok, Life Coach Omar. But listen here, Amazon.com. I got the Omar Howard, so it's all in the name.
Okay.
And make sure you go out there and
Get
cop
that book.
Go ahead and get that
Coach
book.
Omar. All right then. So that's where they can find you.
They can find me.
All right.
All right.
Then.
I'm
Anything
all
else?
over. I'm all over Google.
All right,
Just
make
Google
sure.
them, guys.
Yeah, make
You
sure
can
you go
Google
out.
my name.
Google them and make sure that you out there. Let's say cop his book. He's got 2 books out there, the
it
Omar
to the
Howard
young
store.
adult. That's
Give it to
right.
young adults so they can read it. Make sure you still go out there and vote. You already know I'm up for an award for the spiritual
Yes.
speaker of the year. Make sure you go out there and vote. www.blackonly.com Gmail. Make sure you go out there and vote. You know what I'm saying? April 30th, if you want to come out there live, it's a red carpet event. Make sure y'all vote. I'm out here for you. I can't do this unless y'all believe in me, because I believe in y'all. So you also believe in me. I also want to give out a special shout out to the Grizzard family. Miss Clara Jackson lost her daughter this week. And a couple years ago, she lost her son. So this is her second child. You already know that the Thurston family is here behind you, the Snap Judgment family. We support you. We love you. We give you nothing but honor, support, and encouragement. And guess what? See you soon. See you Saturday. The viewing is on Friday, but the funeral is actually on Saturday. Got something for you. The family got something for you. We love you. And let them know where they can reach you at real quick.
Once again, www.freedomisachoice.net. You can call me at 404-480-3235. You can go on my Instagram, Facebook, Omar Howard. You can Google me, but more than anything, get that book, give it to a young adult, let them read. We encourage you and listen right now, all right?
And I am your lady, Being Beautiful Me. You can go to my TikTok, which is Being Beautiful Me, and Andrea Garns on IG. All
You
right,
know it
then?
is, man. It's your boy Snap. You catch me on Snap Judgment, IG, Facebook, Jermaine Snap Judgment. See you next week. Same topic, same time.
Here on the
Different
Prime
person.
Pressure.
Rah.
God bless.
Got it with the food for life. Up my leg.